Censorship of speech, nurturing ignorance and exploiting consumerism in the lives of citizens. Since the Qin Dynasty, successive Chinese governments have implemented the manipulate people policy, inspired by the reforms of Shang Yang. Firstly, the nurturing ignorance policy strictly prohibits citizens from participating in politics, and even discourages independent thinking about social phenomena. China's controlled discourse, under the influence of bureaucratic elites, severely restricts freedom of speech. Without violating any laws, authorities delete and limit discussions on social injustice and government accountability. Instead, they promote various forms of patriotic sentiment, blurring the lines between the nation, government, and political parties. True patriotism lies in loving the land and its people, not blindly supporting the government, party, or the privileged elite who exploit legal and moral loopholes. Initially, bureaucratic elites assured the public through official media that they would protect vulnerable groups and emphasized that the youth were China's future and societal hope. However, decades later, farmers and low-income individuals still struggle to make ends meet on a monthly income of $150. Young people bear heavy mortgage burdens, while unemployment rates continue to rise. The wealthy, who should serve as role models, intentionally distort the values of the people for their own gain. These elites proclaim slogans like, "I'm doing this for your own good," and boast about integrity and serving the people, all while wielding the sickle to harvest the hard-earned gains of ordinary citizens. Nowadays, crucial party documents and state-owned enterprise files that should be headline news and subject to public scrutiny are instead classified as confidential or top secret by bureaucratic elites driven by either fear or laziness. In their place, media outlets overflow with trivial gossip. Furthermore, there are the weak, poor, and weary citizens. Despite bureaucratic elites blatantly encroaching on people's interests, they persistently distort citizens' values, life perspectives, and societal views. Consumerism reigns supreme, linking various desirable things to consumption. Diamonds with love, luxury goods with social status, real estate with home, and health products with well-being. These ideas are reinforced by misleading claims. Life requires rituals. A house is essential for starting a family, and certain places must be visited at least once in a lifetime. Even if we resist brainwashing, our families fall into the consumerism trap, encouraged by influencers to foot the bill. Interestingly, most consumerist ideas are mass-produced industrial products with low labor value. Even restaurants that once required chefs and waitstaff now rely heavily on pre-made meals and QR code orders. Under this consumerist exploitation, the working class accumulates minimal savings, achieving the goal of keeping them weak, poor, and weary. Meanwhile, major internet and financial giants flood the market with various financial derivatives, mortgages, and credit cards. Consumerism easily lures people into negative assets, leaving them with no time for self-improvement, no energy for critical thinking or resistance, and no courage to negotiate labor laws. Instead, they succumb to overwork, burnout, and the exhaustion that defines the weary. Today, the government acts as the collective brain of all Chinese citizens, guiding their life trajectories. It could enhance societal efficiency, but bureaucratic elites exploit the power entrusted to them, treating citizens like beasts of burden. These elites, along with morally compromised opportunists, directly enjoy the fruits of others' labor. After thousands of years of exploitation, the patience and self-preservation instincts of ordinary Chinese citizens run deep. This societal phenomenon breeds despair.